I'm addicted to my car. It was love at first sight.
Love you, baby.
I find this part of them the most sexy. You're in an intimate relationship with your car.
Yes. I sometimes get sad from Nathaniel because it's not normal.
He had the same reaction as me.
Yeah, baby.
I'm addicted to snorting baby powder. I do it until I can't take it anymore.
Wait, you put it in your nose?
This is not normal.
It's not.
So she aspirates enough baby powder and she can die instantly. I like warm pee. It's comforting.
How do you pick up these things? Like, I don't understand how do you...
I drank my urine. I didn't throw up. And it wasn't horrible. So I thought, you know what? I can do this.
What made her try
And what I
her own pee?
It
That's...
tastes a whole lot different than it did 4 years ago.
I bet.
Sometimes
Because you've been drinking it for 4
It's
years.
like plum champagne. Maybe a little lemony. You can taste different things going through your body. There's certain things I don't like to eat anymore because they don't taste good recycled.
Nothing tastes good
I
recycled.
love asparagus. I won't eat it anymore. Makes the urine taste.
And she drinks it like she just fixed a glass of milk.
Your body's waste. It's what your body has decided to filter through and get rid of. So it doesn't seem healthy to me that to put that back.
It's not.
I actually brought you over here to tell you something. What would you think about someone who ate tape?
You said what?
Somebody who like chewed tape.
He said, say what?
So,
Flame, right?
I've been eating tape since I was about 13.
I didn't know how to take it because I just didn't believe it at first. It's not normal that he was eating tape. It's not a good look.
So what is it about the tape that you like exactly?
She pulled it off like she just took
Chew it up, spit it out.
chips out of a bag.
Is it like messing up with your health or anything?
It's not bad. Well, I don't know if it's like bad for you.
I'm pretty sure it's not good for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty
It's
sure.
something
Pretty
you
sure.
need to subtract.
You have to understand, it's hard for me. You can't just stop. I'm sorry.
How do you start? I don't understand like how.
Come on.
Ooh, let me try tape today.
I just want everything to be okay. But I don't want to say I lost my friend because she was addicted to eating tape.
That's
my name's
crazy.
Dave Cat. I'm 37 years of age. And I can't live without my real doll. Originally, when I first got her, I called her my synthetic girlfriend. But it's actually progressed to the point where it's like, you know, she's my wife. She's not awake right now because, well, basically she kept hitting the snooze button, so it's just like, just let her sleep. It's not even worth getting her out of bed at this point.
How she hit the
The whole
snooze
interaction
button?
on a day-to-day basis, along the lines of like getting her dressed, you know, brushing her hair, things of that nature, you know, it brings us closer together as a couple. I'd actually worn this necklace a lot, and I decided she should have it. It's kind of like, you know, when you give your sweetheart a class ring, that sort of thing. Photo shoots are
Yeah, because they can
something
actually hold
fun
their
that we
hand
do.
out and say thank
When
you.
I
and-
first was even thinking about getting a real doll, I was just like, okay, well, you know, the sex is going to be fantastic. But there's also the whole concept of, like, taking photographs.
He places her and takes
My
pictures.
mother and I used to go down to downtown Detroit every weekend. While she was in various stores trying on clothes, I would actually be looking at the mannequins, and it kind of stemmed from there. Back in 1999,
I look at mannequins
actually,
too,
my
but-
best friend Monty had actually tipped me off to a site that sold these lifelike mannequins that were made out of silicone, so they were nice and soft. I was like, oh my god, I've got to have one of these.
My name is Riley. I'm 25 years old. I live outside of Buffalo, New York, and I'm addicted to being an adult baby. I dress as a baby as often as I can. Whenever I come home, I always slip into one of my cute little outfits, and it helps me wash away all the stress of the big, tough world.
Really? Some people drink. Some people pray.
Riley has turned her bedroom into a nursery. She sleeps in her crib every night.
I love pajamas, especially footy pajamas. Things with ruffles and pink. I love having my hair in pigtails and sucking on my pacifier.
Most of that sounded normal. Until they got to the pacifier.
I started wearing diapers when I was about 13, and then that kind of gradually turned into a fascination about pacifiers and onesies and baby or diaper accessories. When I was younger, I felt shame. I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to have a normal life doing this.
You can't!
Riley's friend James is one of the few people who knows of her strange behavior.
I first found out about Riley's addiction maybe about 3 or so years after we became friends. I was a little surprised. You don't run into too many adults that like to dress
little
like
surprise?
I know it's
How can you find that as a
very
little
unique
surprise?
to me, and I definitely don't tell people unless I think they're going to be okay with this. It's my little secret.
Riley
Well, now
is
the whole
also
world knows.
transgender. She was born a male, but always felt awkward and out of place. 5 years ago, Riley began living as a female.
I believe that gender is something that you can choose.
That's a shocker.
I very much believe that I'm a girl. It just feels so comfortable and it's just so right for me.
My name is Josh. I'm 27. I live in Worcester, Ohio, and I'm addicted to eating glass. When I bite into the glass, I just get like a warm feeling, kind of get a little bit tingly.
Really? It's called pain.
Normally when I look for glass to eat, I look for champagne glasses, wine glasses, light bulbs. The reason I pick these are because they're usually a thinner glass. It's very gritty right now. It's hard to describe. It sounds awful in my head, the actual chewing.
I bet.
But I enjoy this a whole lot. There isn't a whole lot of taste, it's more of a texture thing. It's like eating...
Because light bulbs come flavored.
Rock candy until you grind it down.
When I first
So,
found
like, do
out
he
that
have
it
light in
was,
his
I
house
was
at all?
I didn't think it was real. And when I found out that it was, I was upset and scared.
I am a performer for a living. I do stand-up comedy, but glass eating is not my routine. I actually came across glass eating in a book that I was reading. It was kind of scary at first, and then once I realized that it didn't seem to be doing damage to me, it got a lot easier for me to do.
I'm worried about you. You
You
don't
should
know
be.
what's doing to the inside of you. Like, most people are worried about having bad cholesterol and you eat glass.
It's not like I feel anything. It does hurt when I eat glass or anything.
You know, most people don't know they're going to have a heart attack either, and they have those all the time.
Right.
I've cut my lips many times, the corner of my mouth. I've had pieces of glass in my gums, so there's very distinct possibility it could be cutting deep down inside my body.
It probably
Why
is,
do
sir.
it at all?
You know, I try not to do that.
You can try not to do it, or you can just not do it at all. Like, I don't
Right.
understand why this is so hard for you.
Because you know, once I get in front of people, that I just get compelled to do stuff. I eat glass at parties, bars, friend get-togethers. I love reactions I get from people. I very rarely will do it alone. I guess more than anything, I'm really addicted to the attention.
My name's Theresa.
Hi,
I'm 44 years old. I live in Bedford, Virginia. Pretty day today. And I'm addicted to eating rocks.
Oh,
I don't think
do people like
I
their
would
teeth?
be able to function every day if I didn't eat some quantity
Your
of
teeth
rock.
won't be able to function.
Teresa has been addicted to eating rocks for more than 20 years. She was initially attracted to the earthy smell.
I was just out walking one day. I had no intention of biting into it or chewing it, but I did, and once I did that, I was hooked on them.
What?
Now Teresa can't go more than a few hours without eating rocks.
It's the grittiness of it. and the earthy taste. I actually like how it feels on my teeth when I'm crunching them up.
Eat a taco.
I'm very worried about Theresa. When your body
Hard
can't
shell.
handle what you're putting inside of it, it's gonna rebel against you.
Theresa's favorite type of rock is a mixture of several minerals, including granite. She uses a hammer to break them up into bite-sized pieces.
This is about the size I like it because it's not as hard to swallow. I would normally take a piece like this and normally just put it in my mouth or bite on it or just put the whole piece in my mouth and
What? Girl!
and get the earthy taste off of it.
I do that with potato chips. Not rocks. Not rocks.
I will eat them in front of anybody. I'm not ashamed of it, so it doesn't really bother me.
My name is Casey. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Fayetteville, Tennessee. And I'm addicted to carrying around my husband's urn.
Well, that's not bad.
I take my husband everywhere. To the grocery store. Shopping.
Ooh, babe, look at that. That's neat.
To the movies. Out to eat. Anywhere
That's
I
not bad. I don't see what's wrong with that.
him. Baby, I love you. When I go grocery shopping, I buy the foods that he likes. When I cook what he likes. I don't eat it, but I cook for him. If I'm watching TV, he's there with me. You want to watch this? If somebody says, "Hey, who is that?" I'm like, "Oh, this is my husband." Some people laugh. They think I'm
I don't
playing.
see anything wrong with
I
that.
mean, it's serious. It's my husband.
Casey and Sean were married in 2009 after dating for 10 months.
Everything I had ever wanted in a man was right in front of me, and it felt so great.
They fell in love and
Why would they finish
so
this
much
off
from day
with
one.
making me want to
The
cry?
2.5 years that they were together, I think, was the only time Casey was truly happy.
Their marriage was picture perfect until Sean suffered a severe asthma attack 2 months ago.
The doctor came in, and the look on his face was telltale. It was the day my world stopped turning. The day my life fell apart. Oh, baby, I miss you.
Though Casey initially found comfort by having her husband's ashes at her side, her addiction has recently evolved.
I guess with the transfer of his cremains, some got into the cardboard box as well, and they spilled out on my hands. And I didn't want to wipe them off because that's my husband. I don't want to wipe him away.
Sprinkle them back in the box.
So I just licked it off my fingers, and
What?
here I am today, almost 2 months later, and I can't stop.
You should.
I'm eating my husband.
Do that count as cannibalism? What? How can you just end it like that? Wow. I was like this close to crying. That was sad, and then wow, that's wow. I don't even know what to say. That's wow. That was crazy.